Hey everybody, what's up? Join me if you're around for a quick chat about 3 things that are blocking your increased success and income and what to do about it. So, have you ever felt like things are going pretty well in your life and maybe your job is going well and really there's not much to complain about, but you just feel like there's this you just know there's something more, and you know you could be achieving more, succeeding more, receiving more for your gifts and talents. And so that's what I want to talk about today. So often we kind of get stuck at a set point as far as income and success. We kind of get comfortable, and we are creatures of habit and creatures that prefer the path of least resistance. So often we just do whatever it takes to kind of maintain the status, maintain whatever we need to survive. But we're actually not designed just to survive. We're actually designed to thrive. And once we reach a certain level of success, it's natural for us to then want to increase that success and to grow and to evolve, not just to stay at that level. So 3 things that are blocking that ascension, that next level for you, is what I want to share with you today and what you can do about it. So the first one is, often when you think about maybe increasing your income or success, we go right to the head. And we're in Western culture very much a heady, logical, rational culture, right? And the head says, well, I just don't really see how that's going to happen. I don't see how that's possible. And so we circumvent the heart, because the heart is what's calling you and telling you you're meant for more. There's more for you, more of you to be expressed. And for that expression to come out requires your next level, right? And so to get out of that head space, what I recommend is to start to notice, of course, what is the head talk and all that garbage that it's feeding you about it's not possible for you, and you just need to be okay with what you have, and you just need to be, it's not that bad, and just be grateful for where you are. All that garbage that kind of talks you into staying small and staying where you are. Instead, when you hear that, connect with your heart and really pay attention. What is your heart saying in this moment? That's the place where you're getting pulled to evolve and to grow and to be the best expression, highest expression of you. And so start to do that switch of, okay, head, I hear you. I no longer need your information. My heart actually really is calling me to take the next step to increase my income and success, and I'm going to listen to my heart. So that's the switch, is to really start to pay attention. Where do you feel it in your body and heart, so that you're using that momentum, that excitement, that fire, that inner drive to start to move past the resistance of the head. So that's the first step. The second part is, often, I would say this is actually one of the more critical things I've seen with myself and with my clients, is you don't actually believe it's possible. So it ties in with the head talk, right? And so sometimes, again, to keep ourselves safe and keep maybe feeling a part of your community, you tell yourself it's just not possible for you. Hey, Brian, nice to see you. So this lack of self-belief is actually, I would say, the biggest prohibitor of increased success and income in any area of your life. I was just thinking of Brian, like especially with sports and with fitness, with performance. If you don't actually believe you are capable of increased performance, you won't actually be able to achieve it. And it's kind of reversed, because our society and culture likes us to see proof and evidence before we take action, right? And when you're dealing with taking that next step to get to your next level, there isn't going to be any evidence or proof. But the key here is you have to 100% believe it's possible for you no matter what, and then you will start to see proof. But it's not the other way around. And I'm sure you've heard this before. This is nothing new. But what I want to share is, if you are using tools such as visualization or affirmations, again, if you don't actually believe it, you can affirm all you want and visualize all you want. Nothing's going to change, because your neural pathways are still connecting to the fact that you don't believe it's possible, no matter what you're doing. And so you can start to ask yourself, do I actually believe what I'm saying about whatever fill in the blank is possible for me. And if you don't actually believe it, then you need to practice really getting to that space of truth. This absolutely 100% is possible for me. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is possible for me. And start to do your actions, your beliefs, your thoughts, your visualization, your affirmations from the space of 100% truth. Not trying to convince yourself, but actually knowing it's true. All right, so the third part is trust. So we talked about the first part is your head takes over, logical, rational mind starts to circumvent your heart. Second step was you don't actually believe in yourself or believe that's possible for you, which I think is one of the biggest prohibitors of success. And then the third part ties in as well, which is you don't actually trust yourself to do what is required of you to reach that next level. And at the same time, often you don't actually trust yourself when you would. So for example, you increase your income, you increase your success. There could be some distrust with how you will handle that increased income and that increased success. So there could be some fear around, I don't really trust myself with more money. I don't trust myself with more success. And so you actually, again, keep yourself small. And so, again, how to start to rewire this is you need to start building trust in yourself. And this is something you can do in little tiny ways, and it's actually pretty simple. So think about the commitments you currently have to yourself, whether that's waking up at a certain time, working out a certain amount, eating a certain way, attending certain events, spending time with family, whatever your commitments are to yourself that you know helps make you the best person. Ask yourself, how many of those commitments to yourself do you actually keep? So do you often maybe push aside taking care of yourself or working out or doing things that you actually want? Instead, you do something that someone else wants, or you find some other reason that you actually can't take care of yourself in a way that shows that you actually prioritize yourself and your health and your well-being. And so how to start to build trust is to look at your schedule and see what your commitments are to yourself. And if you 100% know you will not keep those commitments, take them off of your calendar and put commitments on your calendar that you know 100% add value to you, to everyone in your life, to your continued success and progress. And this is the key, commit that no matter what happens throughout the day, those are non-negotiable. So for example, for me, it's meditation and exercise, getting outside, a commitment to a date night once a week, a commitment to interacting and being social a couple times a week, whatever those commitments are that you know fill you, be careful and mindful of, am I actually keeping those commitments to me? Maybe it's getting a certain number of hours of sleep at night or getting up at a certain time. Make sure those commitments to you are non-negotiable. And then you start to build that trust with yourself and you start to see, okay, I can be trusted to do whatever it takes to reach that next level of success. I can be trusted with more income. I can be trusted with more attention. I trust myself in all aspects and know that I will be successful in whatever I'm doing because I trust that I have the commitment and integrity to do whatever it takes to get there. And so it's also cultivating that trust in your intuition. And when you get a hit to go to a certain event or call a certain person, you trust yourself to actually do it. No matter how inconvenient or scary or ridiculous or foolish it may seem, you do it. Because again, this is about building that trust, which then builds your belief, which then helps you connect more with your heart and body so that you're circumventing all the ways that previously have been blocking you, and now you have the new system in place that allows your progress to continue. Got it? Are there any questions? Hey, Gary. Nice to see you. So I did put a link. I'm super excited to announce that on Saturday, I am offering a complimentary seminar that is going to be amazing. It's going to blow your mind. I'm working with Mike DeLong, who's going to help all of us learn more about our intellectual design. And so our work is super complimentary where I talk about what's blocking you and how to make those changes. And he shows you how that actually works in your brain. so that you can start to see the mechanics behind it and how important it is to make those changes consistently so that you're starting to rewire those old defunct patterns that no longer work for you. So that's coming up on Saturday at 12:30. It's going to be live online. And I did put a link to register below. Would love to have you there. So I would be happy to share any thoughts, or if you have any questions. And also, before you all leave, I would love to hear from you all. What is that one thing that is blocking you from that next level? Is it you don't actually believe it's possible? Is it your head talks you out of it? Is it perhaps you don't trust yourself with more success? What is it for you, and how will you use some of the tools I offered today to start to remove all of those blocks and to allow yourself to receive even greater success? Because that is actually who you are. And it benefits everyone, not just you. Okay, y'all, I don't see questions. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope you will join me on Saturday. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait. Super excited about it. And I'll be back later this week to share some more thoughts, because this all, again, relates to what I think is one of the other fundamental things that block us, which is feelings of worthiness. So stay tuned for that coming up later this week. Ciao.